back again. Hi, I'm Ken Brockman. Wait. Hi, I'm Ken Brockman.
Ken Brockelstein.
Damn you, Snow!
April Fools!
April Fool.
It's a great episode.
Okay, so we are at the point of the album review. It's my ear's doing that thing where it's going. Yeah, hearing damage. And this week on Trendkillradio, Facebook.com/Trendkillradio216.
I'm telling you, man, put the soundbite on a button. You're good.
All right. Yeah, this week we are reviewing. This is a weird one because this is the most mainstream album I think we have ever reviewed. We're reviewing Godsmack When Legends Rise that came out April 27th. What fucking day is it right now? The 11th?
May 12th.
The 12th. Oh my God. It's been a while. It's been a while. Fuck you, Aaron Lewis.
You guys are angry.
You piece of shit.
You guys are angry.
You sleepy-eyed bastard. I saw that you're coming to town. I'm going to boo you. I'm going to sneak into your show so I don't give you the fucking money. I'm going to boo you the whole time.
You're going to
boo this man. Until I got beat up by...
Boo this man!
You're not going to the show because getting you off that couch, not happening.
Oh.
Where's he playing?
I don't know. No, Coley sent me the thing. I can't remember where he was playing. Canton, I think.
Oh, is it?
Oh, it's getting real trashy.
I was gonna say,
it's adding the extra trash to Canton.
I was gonna say if he's playing like Nautica, just like stand across the river with the river with a megaphone and just boo.
I know. You can get on that bridge and see the whole show for free. Oh, that's
so
good.
we're gonna see where he's playing. So he's actually playing.
Was it Canton? I swear to God, it's Canton.
Well, the soundboard, Motor City Casino. It's in Detroit, Michigan.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
I will hold on.
Find the one that has the comma and the OH next to it.
Aaron Lewis, the Sinner Tour. First of all, the picture that I'm looking at right now. What the fuck? That's like Aaron Lee Lewis. That's
Can you screen grab that and send it?
It's on his website. This is his website. Oh my God, he's playing the Stark County Fair in Canton, Ohio. I've also played.
That is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Right there.
I like my dancing because I dance two different ways. Either I'm just high-fiving the air, or I'm dancing, doing you no favors, and there's a lot of teeth. There's just a lot of fucking teeth. I don't even know why.
It was worse than Elaine from Seinfeld.
Yeah,
Sweet, fancy Moses.
Witchy woman.
Wait, so just a really funny story about that. Years ago, like this was 2011, I was dating this girl who used to hang out on West 6th. And she would go out dancing, whatever.
And I love you, but you're terrible. You're all terrible.
That's West 6.
Yeah, right. It was terrible. And like she'd be trying to like get down and like dance, and I'd be there like this. I'd be like, and she's like, "What are you doing?"
The fucking Charleston at
Yeah,
Liquid.
yeah. She's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, I'm having a good time." She's like, "You're embarrassing me." I'm like, "Who cares?" I'm like, "Who cares?" I'm like, "Let's just have fun." So I was never allowed back.
Yeah.
But still, I was just like, and they were like, "What is up with this guy?" I'm like, "I can't dance. I'm just having a good time."
Is he having a seizure? Here, wait. Let me put this in your mouth.
And I think I did I think I did the Running Man a bunch of times. And then she was like, "What time is it?" I was like, "I don't know."
Doing the robot.
She was just like embarrassed.
Oh, I would be too.
Yeah, but
my God, yeah, I know.
But think about this. Just think about this for a second. Like,
whatever excuse you're gonna have, I'm sure it's not valid.
There's no excuse. It's like I knew I couldn't dance, and I figure, you know what? I'm not gonna hate on people. I'm here. I'm just gonna try to have the best time that I can have.
Let the hate out.
And
Don't let the hate out.
Yeah, no hate. no hate. So I just was like, you know what? I'm just gonna be goofy and have a good time. And people enjoyed it. Like her friends were like, oh well, he can let loose and have a good time because that's all I was doing.
Well, you should have started dating her friends.
Hindsight is always 20/20.
You fucked up, Ron.
Now you fucked up. Now you fucked up.
Oh, there's a new album coming out. It's called Chasing the Black Unicorn, and it is by Dirty Mirrors, my original band. Dirty Mirrors. We will be playing our first show together at the Winchester on May 26th.
save your plugs for the end.
Oh,
I told you we were going to do plugs at the end.
All right, you're out. Go, get out.
Okay, so
okay.
album review time, everybody. Yeah, this week we are doing Godsmack's When Legend. What? No, is that what it's called? Yeah, When Legends Rise.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I know since you're a guest, you didn't review it. You didn't even know about it.
Correct.
I'll save. You know what? I'll save your thoughts for the very end.
Yeah.
Jim, you wanna head this off?
Oh God.
Head this off.
All right.
It sounded like a dirty.
It did sound dirty.
Sorry.
All right. Where do I begin? Because I couldn't even I had actually had time to listen to the whole album, and I couldn't even make it through the entire thing. It was that bad to me. And then I purchased the first Godsmack album, and I didn't mind.
Godsmack?
Godsmack. I purchased the first Godsmack album.
Yeah, they're self-titled.
Yeah, self-titled.
It came out in like 97.
Something like that.
98.
I paid money for that, and I think I heard some songs off whatever was a follow-up, and they weren't bad, but I just kind of rolled off that type of music by that time.
Awake.
Yeah.
That was their second album. Yeah.
Is that the one with I Stand Alone?
No, he did that for the Scorpion King soundtrack, and that ended up coming out on Faceless, their third album.
Man,
Okay.
you have a lot of information.
No, you know what? I do my fucking homework.
Right.
Today, actually, I did my homework. Every other episode? Nah.
Right. All that matters is that you did it.
Yeah.
But, oh my God, I was like, it's like, albums don't usually aggravate me, but this was just really starting to aggravate me.
Now you know how I felt about Fever 333.
Right. It's just,
You get it?
because it's just,
George is getting upset.
they were never that great of a band. They had all right music, but they had some character to them. They had something. And literally everything I hear in this album, they've stripped any reputable character that band had out of it and basically turned it into Breaking Benjamin. And I like Breaking Benjamin, to an extent. I can appreciate what they do, but when you
Now them's fighting words.
all right, fair. I appreciate what Breaking Benjamin does, but when you
I wish you guys could actually. I know the microphone and his hair is in his face, but if you could see the look he's been making during this whole segment, it's. All right, I'm sorry to interrupt.
all right. But yeah, it's all right, I'm not a Breaking Benjamin fan, but I appreciate what they do. I think they do it well. When you try to turn every other band into that same formula, and you just strip out anything of character or anything that of musical merit, and just make it the most generic radio rock version of what it is, it's aggravating as fuck. Everything about it, the tone, the guitar tones, the way the drums are produced, the vocal production, everything about it is just, it's it takes talent to do that, but it's so formulaic. And
Probably
generic.
by the producer.
Right. It's so
it's not
formulaic
so much the
and
band.
generic. It aggravates the shit out of me, and I couldn't even make it through the whole album. I was
listening to it now.
I was trying to pick out pieces of
Here on Trendkillradio.
Yeah, this song I hear it. It's okay. There's fragments of what I liked of I Stand Alone in it.
Yeah.
But overall, it's man, you've just completely robbed this band of any character and made it white noise.
This
basically.
song reminds me the most. Wait, no.
Yeah, you gotta like sift through them to figure out which song was actually
Which
like,
song sounded the most like Godsmacky?
Yeah. And I genuinely
Anyways.
I genuinely tried to like get through the entire album. It's like, all right, maybe there's like, there's something in here that's still akin to like that's actually true to like the Godsmack that I've known. And like I couldn't even make it through the whole album because it like you look at the iTunes popularity of like how it just like completely falls off because of people are listening to it.
Well, I mean, like that. Those are the two singles that are at the top that
Right.
you're seeing. So of course they're gonna be, Bulletproof was the first single, and then When
but
Legends Rise.
Right. No, I get that. And you got the two singles, but then like you go into the album and like you can just see it. Like it's like literally people just tapering off and like, yeah, I can't listen to this.
Well, unless you have anything more to say about that, how many knives do you give that?
It gets 3 knives because it's still it's still a well-produced album, and there's nothing wrong with it other than the fact that it just completely lacks any integrity to Godsmack, which in itself is like a crazy statement to make.
Okay. Okay, so I've listened to this a few times now. Like, when we were kids, that's when Godsmack came out. And, the first album was good. I thought Awake was even better. Mm-hmm. And then I stopped listening to them around Faceless. There's actually a funny story. Like, I came home from school one day and I was listening to Faceless. No. My parents weren't home. Like, I was there an hour before my dad came home. So like, there was this song called I Fucking Hate You. And, like, this is before I became a singer, so I was seeing if I could kind of do...
Wait, before? Because you're implying that you are one now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I derailed him. I fucking derailed him.
Jesus Christ.
No one's safe.
Yeah, I know. It's the roast. Yeah, but so like I was seeing like I've always kind of experimented with like screaming and stuff. Like I would try and see if I could sing Filter's "Hey Man, Nice Shot" and scream, because like that was becoming like the thing when I was growing up. So I was seeing if I could do that. And I wasn't like I'm not a good screamer, you know this. But I was trying with this "I Fucking Hate You" song where he's just like, "I fucking hate you," and like it's just screaming it. And I was doing that. And I had no idea my dad came home early and he's walking down the stairs and he goes, "Hey, watch your mouth." Like, and it was so embarrassing. I was like, God damn it. Like, I thought I was alone.
I have an equally funny story of the time where like when I was younger and I was starting to learn to like kind of do like metalcore vocals, and I was like trying to like sing along to like early Atreyu stuff to learn that vocal style.
Yeah. And like he's got a cool scream. I really enjoy. I don't know what his name is.
The name it's Alex something, but anyways,
sure.
It's like I was like, I cranked my stereo and I was practicing along that just to kind of get a feel for the vocal style. And, just eventually my mom's yelling downstairs to my room in the basement. It's like, would you stop it? It's not even music. It's just noise.
Oh, yeah.
Can I shit on it now?
No. I haven't given my review yet.
Okay,
so I've listened to this. And I have a completely opposite view of Jimothy. Really. And, like, I'm not a fan of Godsmack. Like I said, I haven't listened to them since I was a kid. Like, I would hear some songs on the radio, and, you just go, oh, Godsmack. All right, yes. Every song sounds the same. We get it. Okay, Tony is not a good guitarist. Legitimately, and in a technical standpoint.
And admittedly.
Oh, has he?
I think so. He said in interviews,
he's not good. He's not good. Like I hate Disturbed too, but like that band, they actually know how to play their instruments. Despite the fact that I don't like them or their sound or whatever. Especially that fucking cover they did of Simon and Garfunkel. I just want to punch that fucker in the face. They're not talented. Like Sully is actually a good drummer, and he's a decent raspy screamer singer. Shannon Larkin's actually a good drummer, though. I do really enjoy him. I don't know. Have you ever seen Shannon Larkin?
Just wait until you're done, and then I'll tell you.
Okay, well, I enjoy him. This is my opinion, my show.
You know, what, just to bring it back, like Sully's voice, like in the early days, like I really appreciate it. Like at least, you know, he's not a great vocalist, but I always loved the character of the tonality of his voice. I thought it was.
It's a great shouty,
Yeah.
Raspy. He's not screaming and he's not singing, and this is why I liked this album. And here's a good example. Like, I went back today and I listened, like I did a little research on them, and I went back and listened. And surprisingly, you know, one thing that I found out is their biggest hits actually happened with the 3 albums that I never listened to.
Huh,
Like they made the Billboard top 10, and a couple songs were in the top 5 off of Faceless 4 and the Sphere, whatever the fucking album is with it's got a ball on it. But what I liked about it is that they finally changed their style, because I was looking back, I was listening to their singles and stuff and their albums. Every one of those fucking songs sounds the same. Like I went and listened to Awake that came out, because I remember it came out on Halloween, and I remember being a kid riding my bike like after school up to CD Warehouse and going to get it, because like they were like one of the biggest bands at the time. Andrew's totally tuned out. But I was just happy to actually hear him sing, and not do the raspy, not this all the time. I thought this was the most mature album that they actually ever did. I can see exactly what you're talking about sounding like Breaking Benjamin. I was thinking more Shinedown.
Yeah.
Which Breaking Benjamin and Shinedown, is
Right.
there a difference?
I actually like Shinedown.
You fucking would. So no, I was just happy, like it was more mature of an album, and like it seemed like they kind of grew, and they turned down the distortion a little bit, whereas it's like, okay, all right, cool, okay. It's not just jun 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 bar chord. It's non-stop. Like it has been, and even their it's the Oracle. But yeah, like you listen to their last album where they 1,000 horsepower. Oh, you're fucking tough. You cry like a bitch, which is a song about Nikki Sixx. When they toured together, they don't like each other. But I actually really, I don't think I would buy it, but I would not actually turn it off if I heard it. If I did buy it, I wouldn't admit it to anyone.
Well, it's interesting that you say that, because I think bands like Nickelback and Creed and all, they sold like millions and millions of records.
Those are like easy to make fun of.
Yeah, but
it's not even.
Yeah, but I can't find someone who actually admitted to buying any of those records. Where do those 10 million record sales come from? I want to know.
Right.
Well, they're bros. I bet it's a lot of people we don't even fucking hang around with or associate with.
I'll
Guys that
put
go to
this-
West 6.
I'll put this out here right now. I would rather listen to Nickelback than this album.
Really?
Yeah.
Look at this crap!
This phonograph. No, I won't. If it has anything to do with your face, I don't want to see it. He looks like a golden retriever.
He does.
Like when he had long hair, I don't know if he's still got spiky hair, but when he had the long hair, he just looked like a fucking dog.
Looks like Dax Shepard.
You gotta give your knives.
This song I was actually all right. This chorus is it's poppy. They went in a little bit different in a direction. I enjoyed this song actually. The verse gets pretty cool, and I kind of dig that. That is a little Nickelback-y feeling, actually. That does sound like the kind of guitars they would use. So I'm gonna.
Is this the same album?
Yeah,
Jimmy didn't make it this
I like
far.
that riff.
it's the last song on the album. So I know you couldn't get through it to the end,
Right.
but here it is. Yeah, I had the storm. This reminds me of like Metallica, like Fuel. You know, like not the band, but the song.
Yeah, I hear a little bit of Fuel.
Little.
Wow, the end of the album is actually a little bit better than.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, give it a
I also
little bit
find
more
that
of a
funny
shot.
because you could see the trends of the popularity and like no one's listening to the end, and it's like I thought the end was. I'm starting to actually like the end of this album.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give it just because it's Godsmack and I can't give it a higher rating just because it's them. But I will give it a 6.5, but I'll round it up to 7 knives because they actually 4, 5, 6, 7. They actually stepped out of their comfort zone for once since fucking 1995. They've been around for that long, and they finally tried to just go like, despite if it's sounding like everybody else or something, they went, all right, let's do something different, And I gotta give them credit for that because they haven't done that in the 7th album, I believe, and they haven't done that in 6 albums. Most every band will try and change. Have you heard the new Strung Out?
No.
Holy shit! It makes me fucking angry. Do you know who Strung Out is?
Yeah,
The
I know
punk
Strung
band?
Out, yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's not a punk album at all. It sucks. It sucks so hard, but
I'm gonna have to look that up and put them on my playlist because I didn't even know they had anything new out.
dude, it's terrible. It just came out on Friday, I believe. But that is our album review for Trendkillradio Godsmack.
Wait, I didn't go.
Yeah, well, you're not part of the review, but you can still bitch about it.
So, see, my problem with most bands and most things that are coming out today, it all sounds the same. None of this music is going to be listened to in 30 years. Nothing is groundbreaking. Every band member is interchangeable. Every vocalist is interchangeable. Nobody looks like they belong in the same band, and nobody's making anything groundbreaking.
Yeah, look at 3 Days Grace. The lead singer quit, and they got the guy from Saving Abel, which another band that sounded just like
Right.
3 Days Grace.
I mean, all these bands sound the same. I can't tell you what song came from where. It doesn't invoke any emotion in me. However, you listen to bands from 30 years ago, it invokes a lot of emotion. So let's break this down. Let's break this down in 30-year gaps. Let's break it down. Let's go from 1960 to 1990. I can name 100 superstars, bands, and I can name all the members of the band.
But who did this song?
Fucking Catalina Wine Mixer. So now then you take the next 30 years, you take 1990 until now, which is almost 30 years. I can name maybe 5 superstars.
I'd love to see you even name those 5.
So, but what I'm saying is
Can
that
you name those 5?
From rock bands?
not even, I mean, like overall, there's just like 5 incredible, talents.
Okay, well,
So, and I'm gonna have a hard
Spread
time.
it out.
I'm gonna have a hard time naming 5, but I can easily name 30 from 1960 to 1990.
well, I think anyone can. There were rock
Point-
stars back then.
Point I'm trying to make is everything coming out now, it's just not good. There's nothing that is grabbing me and saying, "Oh my God, this is great." The only thing that does that is stuff that sounds like it was made back then.
Greta Van Fleet,
It's terrible. They're the worst band of all time.
thank you.
They're the worst band of all time. And they're little punks.
I hate them.
They're little punks too. So just because of what their personalities are like or what they put out there, I don't like them. So all the music coming out now, it's all crap. Everything is crap. Rock is dead. And fight me on that because there are no rock stars. You're never going to sell 1 million records.
All right, say something positive about I thought this show was supposed to be about positivity.
It is, but I'm just saying that you're talking about albums and
It's Trendkillradio.
yeah, I'm killing
Killing the trends, motherfucker.
I'm killing the positivity trend. Let's give that 7 stabby noises. So all of it is crap. All of it is crap. Nothing is going to hold the test of time.
Shit, dude, it's been like 20 years since anything has held the test of time.
Correct.
I mean, the last, and this hurts me to say, the last like big band that people will still go see till this day and know the names of the band members and know the songs and can still sell albums, Limp Bizkit.
Yo! It's all about
Kid
the he
Rock.
said, she said bullshit.
I haven't seen.
Blink-182.
Yeah, but
They were even before that.
Yeah, but the one guy isn't even there anymore, and their last record went over like a fart in church.
No, did it? No,
No,
that album did good.
Neighborhoods was the last one that did all right. Then the one after Neighborhoods was not good.
That album didn't even do good. No. The one where they got Matt
Skiba?
Skiba.
Yeah.
That did well. I mean, dude, we were both at the show. That place was packed.
Yeah.
It did really well. And like, if it did bad, they would bring Tom back in. They're working on new music right now. They're working on another album.
If I think of, bands that are actually making music, I mean, still taking Blink-182 as a stretch. It's like people go to the show, they know they know all the members of the band. They know that Skiba's in the band. They know that Skiba was up from Alkaline.
Yeah.
Like, people pay attention to that. I can't think of much else in contemporary music where people actually give a shit that much about the entire band and what they've done and their history and what they're doing now.
Yeah, Travis Barker, like, without even making a sex tape, like, people know him as much as Tommy Lee. Like, he's a celebrity wherever he goes, whatever restaurant, whatever club, whatever, all over the world, people know who that guy is.
Right. Like, I mean, it'd be fair to say that Travis Barker is a modern Tommy Lee without Hep C.
Well, there's a cure for that now. He got his series of shots. As did Pamela.
Here's my thing, though. You have bands like Motley Crue, for example. We're talking about Tommy Lee. You have 4 characters in that band, and none of those guys in that band looked like they belonged in another band. And you knew all the names of those bands. You can't say that for bands. Now, who is in, Maroon 5?
Adam Levine.
That's it. Nobody knows.
That's it.
Nobody knows.
Yeah. And that's because he's on a show. And he also happens to be like, he's talented.
And they got some pretty good music too. Like, I really did enjoy Songs from Jane, which was 2003, which is, a long ass time ago.
Oh, yeah. That was like when AFI Sing the Sorrow came out.
Yeah.
That was around the same time.
But even name the band members in AFI, you can't. You just name the front man. That's it.
Yep.
Because they're all replaceable. But back in the day, you couldn't imagine Led Zeppelin without John Paul Jones.
John Bonham.
Yeah. Led Zeppelin ceased to be
When's
without
the
John
last
Bonham.
time anyone cared so much about a bass player that they thought they were irreplaceable?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like Mark Hoppus.
Yeah.
You couldn't. I mean, I can actually see why you can get rid of Tom. But yeah, not Mark.
Which is funny because Mark isn't really that great of a vocalist, and he's not that exceptional of a bass player, but somehow he has a character to him that just makes sense for what Blink-182 is, and you couldn't see Blink-182 without Mark Hoppus.
And all right, and this is all just a derivative of USA music. If you go overseas, totally different ballgame. Rock bands are topping the charts, music is topping the charts, and there's so much going on.
Oh yeah,
over
Europe,
there,
like Scandinavia kind of shit. Like, dude, Hanoi Rock still has a career out there.
which is funny to me. I mean,
it's terrible.
I listen to more European music than I listen to American music.
Yeah, no, I completely know what you mean, because when I was in a band called Psyche R, like we were called the Guns N' Roses of Ohio, and those influences, you could only listen to so much Motley Crue and Guns N' Roses. So I did listen to a lot of bands, the Backyard Babies.
Backyard Babies are great.
Towers of London.
There's a great band called I Say
Hardcore Superstar. Turbo
Hardcore
Negro,
Superstar is great.
Turbo Negro, which we reviewed. You can also see all of our album reviews on Spotify. Just search Trendkillradio, and all the playlists will be there from every episode we've done.
There's a great band out of Norway called I say Gotthard, but it's actually pronounced Gotthard. They've been.
That sounds offensive.
It's not though. There's other bands from Germany called
fucking Gotthard.
Or you could just say, in Italian, faccia means face, but I'm like, you're so faccia. I'm just saying you're so face. Anyway,
Jabroni.
Yeah, music in the United States is in trouble, and people are like, oh, well, rock is back. Just mention those punks from Greta Van Fleet. Why is Greta Van Fleet popular?
Because they sound like someone else.
Correct.
They sound exactly like Led Zeppelin.
Because people love Led Zeppelin, except for Sean. That's it for the show, guys.
Hate them. Fuck them. Aerosmith's better.
They're not, though.
They are. Steven Tyler's a better singer. And that's where it's at.
I just yawned.
He's got a better range. I can sing. What's the singer for Led Zeppelin? What's his name?
Robert Plant.
Robert Plant. Yes.
Ow.
I can sing higher than Robert Plant.
No, you cannot.
Yes, I can.
I feel like I need to go.
He's not that fantastic.
He is, though.
No, he's not. Anywho.
I will say that and Jimmy Page even admits that he's a sloppy guitarist, but his dynamic to that band is huge, and it's not always about being a technical player. It's about having soul, and he added that.
He crafted these songs, and you can never take that away. And his ear is impeccable. He may not be the best player, but he can hear that stuff. And you know, some of the remixing that he did, and
he was integral to the engineering of all those albums.
Incredible,
Yeah.
incredible. So,
But I always like Joe Perry better because he's more of a blues musician. Jimmy Page just seems like a Canadian doing country music.
I
Yeah.
can't. I
Suck it!
just,
I have no words right
Yeah.
now.
I mean, we need to wrap this up.
Will there be new rock stars? I mean, every fucking rap artist comes out and goes, "I'm the new rock star, Kanye," and it's like, well, you have to play rock music to be a rock star.
and then we can
Right?
get off on the tangent where like, well, I'm a music superstar, I'm a music rock star, and then you got these bums that are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You know, they're like, oh well, hip hop has a rock and roll sensibility, and it's no. You induct Led Zeppelin into the Hip Hop Hall of Fame, and then your argument will hold water. Until then, it doesn't. It is.
Is there a hip hop hall of fame?
There is not. It is. It's
in Canton.
It's oh man. It's offensive. It's disgusting, and you know.
Aaron Lewis is playing the opening of it.
You got this guy Jan Wenner. Fuck him. You know, people putting hip hop artists in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It's disgusting.
What's his name?
Jan Wenner.
Oh, I thought he said his name was Jan Wennerfucker.
Yeah, he's got the two names. He's got Jan Wenner. Fuck him. But I'm just saying, you know, it's music is in a tough place right now.
Right.
Yeah.
The entertainment industry is.
Well, it's
Because
the lack of attention in so many ways to obtain it.
Well,
And
correct. Once people stop putting value on their entertainment, that's when everything went awry.
The problem is that
music critics, but
you need to make young people care
Here we
about
are.
rock and roll, or rock and roll will never come back.
I know I blame the parents.
Right.
I know. I mentioned that to my parents, and they go, "Oh, of course you blame the parents," and I'm like, "No, it's totally. That's where it comes from."
And you know, the thing is, too, I think it comes down to the fact that, like, the way music's recorded anymore doesn't really capture moments. And, like, from the 60s to the 90s, like,
perfect.
you were in studios and you were generally capturing moments, and you used that right moment, and then
Yeah, you could
actually-
be a little off time. There wasn't a
Yeah.
click track.
There was a feel to
Click
it.
chat.
You fucked up more words than I have today. I don't remember what was it.
Webisode. I couldn't say webisode. I was like webisode.
Web-slinger.
Roads.
Yeah, I couldn't. Roads.
But no, it
Pipe
really,
down back there.
it really comes back to the fact that, like,
Oh,
from the
banging
60s
horses.
to the 90s, and even up to, like, the early 2000s, music was recorded in a way where you were generally recording moments, and there wasn't enough technology for you to justify scrutinizing things down to, like, a sense of perfection. And it's the imperfections that caught people's ears and influenced people and made people, like, realize music
agree.
was human and made it feel accessible. Now it's literally just white noise, and it's no wonder that kids don't care about it, because it has no impact. It's just it's literally just a wash of sound in the background to keep a noise floor for them.
Yeah,
I agree.
and there's just no attention span. Like even I, dude. Like I'm watching. Like I remember thinking, like not but like 6 years ago, going like, why would I bring my laptop? Like hearing about people like, you know, on their laptops and watching cable at the same time, and me going, what's the point of that? And now I do that all the time. I'm on my phone when I'm watching like even a show that I like,
Right.
like a premiere of Bob's Burgers. Like I'll be in this,
Oh,
in this
bourbon. Oh, bourbon.
Oh, bourbon, oh, bourbon. I'll put that in there in this episode.
Oh, bourbon. Oh, bourbon. Oh, bourbon. Oh, bourbon.
So people can understand. But yeah, like I'm on my phone, or like I get up and I go do something in the studio real quick, and I'll miss like 2 or 3 pivotal moments in that 22 minutes of actual Bob's Burgers, and it bums me out. I don't know.
Yeah, it was like literally, it's everybody today. We're just so attached to our devices. It's hard for us to even consume media because there's so many ways to consume media, at the same time. Like when I had to watch, when I finally watched Last Jedi. Like I had to shut my phone off and put it down so I could actually absorb the movie. Because I felt like if I had it next to me, it would take it away.
Listen, that movie is fantastic because Rian Johnson, he made decisions that dated back to Empire Strikes Back. So
right.
I love that movie.
It was huge. Like I heard so many people tear it up, and when I finally saw it, it's like this was incredible. I don't understand how anybody hated it.
They saw The Force Awakens, they're like, it's too much like the originals.
No.
And they see this, they're like, it's not enough like the originals.
Let's do some plugs real quick. I will start. Jimothy and I
will start.
It is my show. Jimothy and I are in a band called Nasty, and we recorded an album out in October, and it is found on SoundCloud.com/nasty_Ohio. You can download that for free, as well as my first EP. But you can stream our second album as well on SoundCloud.com/nasty_Ohio. And we are also playing the Trap House Rave Show June 16th at the Foundry. Dude, it barely requires any thought anymore.
Right.
Like, it's so ingrained into my brain because of Coley's memes.
And his tattoo.
And yes, Coley got a tattoo of Trap House Rave.
I hope the show's canceled now because of that tattoo.
We've been
too.
trying.
Me too. I said straight up, I will literally play to an empty room just to make that tattoo as worthless as possible.
He'd still find a way to spin it and make it his own.
Right.
He would.
He's a crafty little fucker. He really is. Yeah. Speaking of crafts, yeah, that's what he's doing right now. Give us as many plugs as you'd like.
Oh my God, so many plugs.
No, just your fucking
So
shows.
many plugs. You can catch
the relevant things that are happening.
You can catch me on Kiss My Collectibles.
Why don't you look at the camera when you say that?
You could. No, because see what you do if you want to get a good plug, you start talking to you and then you look in the camera and you go hello.
And then you do a creepy smile.
That's how you start a good plug. That's how you get the plug.
Creepy hugs, creepy smiles.
Creepy hugs. But you can catch me on the Kiss Collecting Podcast, Kiss My Collectibles. And you can find us at kissmycollectibles.com. Find us on YouTube at youtube.com/kissmycollectibles. You could also join our Facebook group on the show as well, but all things Kiss My Collectibles. And then if you want to hear some music, catch my new band, Dirty Mirrors. We're going to be live at the Winchester on May 26th.
God of Thunder!
Funny thing about this song, Paul Stanley wrote the song and then Gene Simmons sang it because he was more of a god of thunder.
Yes. You know what? I actually like the Kiss Symphony Alive 4 version of it better.
It's great. Recorded at the Melbourne Telstra Dome.
Of course you would fucking know that.
February 28th, 2003.
If you ever guessed again, I'm playing Justin Timberlake over everything you say.
Actually, there's a great Justin Timberlake Kiss mashup. Dude, it's so good.
Oh my God!
It's so good. It's so good. I gotta find it.
Your whole life. It's just incredible. Oh, Lord. Yeah, you know what? Kiss is... It's easy to make fun of because, they were like... I mean, Jimothy, bear with me on this. They were, the first Juggalos, right?
I think that would be fair to say.
Yes.
And, June 16th, live at the Foundry, Trap House Rave.
Who farted?
With Nasty
I
opening.
burped.
Oh, ew.
I don't have too much to report right now.
Dude, your burps smell like farts. It's disgusting.
Why does your burp smell?
Dude, you fucking stink. It just keeps on going.
You're moving it around.
I know, I'm trying to spread it out somewhere else. All right, go ahead, Jim.
Other than that, personal plugs. I'm mastering an album for the band Process of Suffocation.
Process of what?
Process of Suffocation.
Suffocation.
They're a death metal band, and they're. You know what? I can't remember exactly where they're from because I got linked to them through just certain channels.
Canton.
And no. They're actually like somewhere in Mexico actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, I'm currently working on that.
Oh man.
But I don't know if they have an album title yet. I just got the files and I just started working.
Better
with it.
get it before that wall's built.
Right.
He's not even. He's just listening to the Kiss.
The internet will not traverse Trump's wall when it's built. So look for that soon.
Okay, I just want to say thank you, Andrew. For
Hey, it was
coming
fun.
and
Anytime
filling in
you
for
want me
Coley.
to come, I will. I can be here.
Yeah, we
That's
can
what you
actually. Nice. But wow, you actually do have a long time.
I do. It's
Yeah.
got a spin and
But
dry
you know what?
cycle that can make us friends.
Yeah, we do have a fourth hole.
That's what she's saying.
We can always have we
behind the left knee.
we can have a guest on or something like that, a friend of ours.
No, we are equipped for a fourth guest. Mic
Yes.
input and headphone input.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's been very fun. Thank you for coming on, and
Thanks for playing Kiss for me.
got to appease the guests, right?
Right.
No,
It's the only way he showed up.
Clearly, like I have it, I like it. Thank you to our sponsor, Miller Lite.
Yes.
Send us beer. And that will conclude episode 7 of Trendkillradio. Thank you guys for watching. Once again, subscribe, like, give us a thumbs up. Go to facebook.com/Trendkillradio216. Search us on YouTube. Same thing, Trendkillradio216. And yeah, subscribe. Shit. Wait, that sounded so gay.
Yeah.
Just fucking like us, please. Just watch the show.
Just get your shit together. Summer.
roll it in a ball.
Just put it in a bag and just get your shit
together.
Just
Put it
get
in
your
a
shit
backpack.
together. Just take it. You gotta take it to the shit store. Just get your shit together. Vindicators are go.
And that's where we end.
Good night.
Bye.
Hi, everybody. It's Gene Simmons, and you're not. This is the Kiss Podcast Collectibles. What did you say? Hi, everybody. It's Gene Simmons, and you're not. Here's the Kiss Collectibles Podcast. You knew that. Kiss my collectibles. Kiss my collectibles. That's very creative. I'm sorry to bother you. All right. One more time. Yeah, please. Hi, everybody. It's Gene Simmons, and you're not. This is Kiss My Collectibles Podcast, but you knew that.